everyone, welcome back. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of AI courses.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and trying to figure out why they're so valuable.
Right.
And what you should really be looking for, when you choose one.
Mm-hmm.
Our source for this is a podcast episode from Future Tools.
Okay.
Featuring Rudy Carlson from AFKI.
Interesting.
Which is an AI academy based in Norway.
Wow. Norway.
They're doing really cool things over there, so.
Cool. So what do they have to say about AI courses?
Well, it was really interesting. The first thing that kind of stood out to me was that they were emphasizing that a lot of businesses see AI as this big, scary thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's this big unknown.
Right, exactly. This big unknown.
But the truth is that tools like ChatGPT are already changing the way we work.
Oh, absolutely. It's everyone's talking about it, but then it's where do you even begin?
Exactly.
And I think that's where these courses come in, right?
Yeah, totally.
They give you that, structure.
Mm-hmm. That structured learning experience.
Yeah, so you're not just, fumbling around trying to figure things out.
Right.
On your own.
Yeah, and Rudy actually made this point that really stuck with me. He said that without that foundational knowledge, companies can waste a lot of time and money just trying to, figure out AI.
Oh, by trial and error?
Exactly. Just by trial and error.
Yeah.
And the courses, give you that roadmap so you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
So it's okay, let's talk about this structured learning experience a little bit more. Because it's not just about learning how to use the tool.
Right.
This podcast really hammered home that it's about the optimization strategies too. How do you get the most out of it?
Yeah, it's not just about the basics, but it's how to handle those tricky situations.
Right.
And how to really become an expert.
Yes. So it's you learn the rules of the road, but you also learn how to be a race car driver.
Yes, exactly. That's such a good analogy.
And that's where this whole skolder thing comes in.
Skolder?
Yeah, it's Norwegian for shoulder.
Okay.
And AFKI uses it to describe their post-course support.
Oh, interesting. So after you take the course?
Right. You don't just finish the course and then they're okay, see you later.
Right.
It's basically having an AI consultant in your corner.
Oh, wow.
Walking you through the process of how do you actually implement this stuff?
So they actually assign you an AI expert.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
I want to know more about how that works.
Yeah, tell me more about how that works. It means you don't just finish the course and then get thrown to the wolves.
Right.
These AI consultants, they're there to help you, actually you use what you've learned in your day-to-day work.
Right.
Rudy even said something it makes sure that course participants don't stand alone, but have a safe partner who can help them, actually realize their projects.
Oh, a safe partner. I love that. It takes so much of the pressure off, Instead of feeling you have to figure it all out on your own. You've got somebody right there with you.
Yeah.
But, what kind of impact does this, this shoulder-to-shoulder support actually have on businesses?
Yeah.
What are the real-world benefits?
Yeah. Well, think about it this way. Imagine trying to, learn a new language by reading a textbook.
Okay.
You might pick up, some vocabulary and grammar, but you wouldn't really feel confident speaking it until you had somebody to practice with.
Right.
Right?
Right, yeah.
And so that's kind of what this Skolder support does for AI.
Okay.
It kind of bridges the gap between the theory and the practice.
Right.
So you can actually start using AI effectively in your business.
So it's having that language partner, who can correct your pronunciation and help you build fluency.
Exactly.
So are we talking 247 access to these AI consultants?
Okay, maybe not 24/7.
Do they move in with you?
Not move.
Just kidding. Sort of.
But yeah, you're not that far off.
Okay.
Rudy did mention that, AFKI's consultants are available to answer questions, provide guidance, and help businesses adapt their AI strategies as they go.
Okay, so it's not just here's the info, good luck.
No, not at all.
It's more of a an ongoing relationship.
Exactly. It's much more of a mentorship.
Yeah.
Than just a one and done kind of deal.
So it's having an AI mentor on call ready to help you level up your AI game whenever you need it. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel like this scolder support is like one of the most important things to consider when choosing an AI course.
For sure. It's definitely a game changer.
Yeah.
And it speaks to the bigger picture, too. Like, don't just jump into the first AI course you find.
Right.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Look for providers who offer this kind of support and make sure that it, like, really aligns with your goals.
Right. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. You need to find the right fit for your specific needs and goals.
Yeah.
And speaking of needs, we've been focusing so much on this, like, shoulder concept.
Yeah.
But what about the courses themselves?
Right.
What are, like, some of the different types of AI courses out there?
Well, it really depends on what you're looking to do with AI, right? There are courses specifically on, like, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, you name it.
Whoa, hold on. You're throwing a lot of jargon at me here.
Oh, sorry.
Let's break it down for our listeners who might not be familiar with all these terms.
Sure.
What exactly is natural language processing, and why would someone need a course on that?
Okay, good point. So natural language processing, or NLP,
Okay.
is basically how computers understand and process human language.
Okay.
So think about, like, things like chatbots,
Right.
virtual assistants, or even those tools that analyze, like, customer reviews to understand sentiment.
Okay, starting to make sense.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're a business that wants to, like, automate customer service or get insights from customer feedback, NLP could be a game changer.
Exactly. That's just one example.
Yeah.
Machine learning is another huge area where you're basically teaching computers to learn from data and make predictions.
Okay.
Which can be applied to, like, everything from fraud detection to, like, personalized marketing.
So the types of courses you choose really depend on, like, what you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
With AI, it's about figuring out, like, which tools will be most valuable for your specific situation.
Right. And beyond just, like, the core AI concepts, a lot of courses also delve into things like building AI-powered applications or using tools like Zapier for automation and even, like, integrating AI into your existing workflows.
Wow, this is starting to sound really powerful.
Yeah.
Imagine using AI to, like, automate tasks, like lead qualification in your sales process. That could free up your team to, like, focus on closing deals and building relationships.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting because
Yeah.
Rudy also briefly mentioned that having access to experts who can guide you on using these tools, like Zapier, can be super valuable, especially for businesses that don't have, like, a dedicated IT team.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, having that tech-savvy friend who can help you, like, set up your smart home system.
Yeah, exactly.
Without having to, like, read the entire instruction manual.
Right.
Speaking of support, another thing that Rudy highlighted was the importance of community.
Yes.
When it comes to learning and implementing AI.
Absolutely. Learning doesn't have to be this, like, solo mission.
Right.
Having a community of, like-minded people who are also on this AI journey can make a huge difference.
So you mean like a forum or a network where people can share their experiences, ask questions, troubleshoot problems together?
Yeah, it's about creating that sense of, like, shared learning and support.
Okay.
So you don't feel like you're, figuring it all out on your own.
Right.
And it can also be a great way to, like, stay up to date on the latest trends and developments in the field.
I can see how that would be incredibly valuable. Like, learning from each other's successes and challenges can really accelerate the learning process and make it more engaging.
For sure. It's about creating that, like, collaborative learning environment where people feel empowered to, like, experiment and innovate with AI.
Right.
And that's something that, AFKI really seems to understand.
Yeah.
They're not just, like, teaching AI.
Right.
They're building a community around it.
No, that's impressive. It really speaks to their commitment to, like, providing this holistic and supportive learning experience.
For sure.
It sounds like they're not just teaching people about AI, they're creating, like, a movement.
Yeah, like a movement.
A community of AI enthusiasts.
Wow.
We're all in this together.
I love that. That's such a great way to put it. And I think it's a key takeaway for anyone looking to get into AI.
Yeah.
Find that community that can support you, inspire you, and challenge you to, like, really push your AI skills to the next level.
This whole deep dive has really changed, like, how I think about AI courses.
Yeah, me too.
It's not just about the technical stuff. It's about that, like, mental shift, the confidence boost, and the ongoing support that helps you actually unlock the power of AI.
Totally.
And I think that's a great takeaway for our listeners, too. When you're looking at these AI courses, think beyond just the curriculum. Consider the support, the community, the whole vibe of the provider.
Exactly.
Find a program that encourages you to actually live and breathe AI.
Yes.
Integrate it into everything you do. Become that agent of change we were talking about.
Yes. Become that AI champion.
Yeah.
Drive that innovation.
Exactly.
And make a real impact.
This has been such an insightful conversation. We've covered so much.
I know, right?
From the importance of foundational knowledge, different types of AI courses, the power of that, shoulder-to-shoulder support system, and the role of community in AI learning.
Exactly. We've covered it all.
And we've seen how, all of these elements can really make a difference in, how effectively businesses and individuals can actually implement AI.
Totally.
And achieve their goals.
Yeah, it's like we've taken all these pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah.
The technical knowledge, the support, the community, the strategic application.
Yeah.
And we've kind of put it all together.
Right.
To paint this complete picture of how to be successful with AI.
And I think it's safe to say that AFKI is setting a pretty high bar for what a comprehensive and supportive AI learning experience can look like.
They really are. And, one thing that really struck me from the podcast was how Rudy talked about the shoulder support actually encouraging companies to invest more in AI.
Wait, really?
Yep.
That's kind of counterintuitive. You'd think once a company completes a course, they'd feel okay, we're good, we got this.
Right, we can handle it ourselves.
Yeah.
But he said it's actually the opposite.
Really?
Companies become more confident and willing to try new things, which then leads to even more investment in advanced tools and development.
So it's that shoulder gives them the courage to dive deeper.
Exactly.
Instead of thinking, okay, we checked that box, time to move on.
Yeah.
It's whoa, look at all the possibilities. Let's keep exploring.
Exactly. It's they've gotten a taste of what AI can do.
Yeah.
And now they're hungry for more.
Right.
And having those experts there to guide them makes them feel more comfortable taking risks and pushing boundaries.
It's having that safety net that allows you to do those crazy stunts on a bike.
Yeah.
Because someone's there to catch you if you fall.
I like that analogy.
This whole deep dive has really changed how I think about AI courses.
Me too.
It's not just about the technical stuff.
Right.
It's about that, mental shift.
Yeah.
The confidence boost and the ongoing support that helps you really unlock the power of AI.
I think that's a great takeaway for our listeners.
Yeah.
When you're looking into AI courses, think beyond the curriculum.
Right.
Think about the support system, the community, the whole vibe of the provider.
Absolutely. Find a program that encourages you to actually live and breathe AI.
Yes.
Integrate it into everything you do. Become that agent of change we were talking about.
And remember, learning about AI is an ongoing journey. There are always new tools to discover.
Right.
New ways to use this incredible technology to solve problems and create amazing things.
So true. Well, I think it's time to wrap up this episode.
Okay. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners as they embark on their AI adventures?
Just keep that curiosity burning.
Okay.
Never stop asking questions.
Yeah.
And keep diving deep into this incredible world of AI.
Love it. All right, everyone. That's a wrap on this deep dive.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time, keep exploring.